Hi there, I hope you all are having an awesome day. I got some work to do inside of our garage here. This is what was a two-car garage, and there's still a garage-ish portion over here. Eventually we'll have this as a one-car garage that you can pull into. In the meantime, until we figure out shop situation, all of our shop stuff is in here, right? And I still got some more stuff to bring over. Still need to bring the big table saw over and a few other things, but we've got most of the shop stuff kind of squeezed over in here into a couple of toolboxes and other things that we have here. And then obviously into these racks with totes and things, we got the majority of stuff brought over to our new place. We still have a lot of stuff in boxes and just kind of all over the place. One of the things that I really wanted to do today is get our home gym set back up. So we've decided to use this kind of built-in, I don't know what to describe this as. This is what was one of the bays of the garage that's been boxed in. I think the person that we bought this place from had it as a sewing room or something along those lines, but we're gonna set up our gym in here. Everything in the meantime is just kind of all over the place, and we'd like to get this thing back up and running so that we can use it.
When the stars glow bright, the summer's old. In the misty bright moonlight I were told. When the storm is raging in your head, when you feel there's nothing more ahead, the hills they seem all green but they hide all the monsters, and you kept holding my hand as you reached for water. On the hills by the lake you were chasing your dream, and I gave you a rose that you kept on seeing, kept on seeing. It was worth the fight. When the stars glow bright, the summer's old. In the misty bright moonlight I were told. When the storm is raging in your head, when you feel there's nothing more ahead, the hills they seem all green but they hide all the monsters, and you kept holding my hand as you reached for water. On the hills by the lake you were chasing your dream, and I gave you a rose that you kept on seeing, kept on seeing. For so long, I kept going on, and for every tear you shed, for everyone you love, the hills are
All right, we have this room mostly put together. We have our bench press workout area. We have a spot for our elliptical machine. We have stretching equipment and stuff over there. And we do need more matting. So apparently this space is bigger than the space we were using prior, which is kind of cool, but we do need to finish this out. And then eventually probably we'll do some dumbbells over there in the corner. But this was our little workout area. So that's pretty exciting to have this together. It's kind of loud and echoing here, sorry for that. But really nice to have this back together. Got a little bit of cleanup still to do, a little bit of finished work. But yeah, very happy to have this mostly together, and it is in a usable state now, whereas everything was just piled around in piles before. So checking things off slowly. This is one more thing checked off the list. Well, Dee Dee's firing the tractor up in the background. We are gonna tear out these bushes. I don't know what they are. We call them cat pee bushes because they smell like cat pee. Now, the squirrels love to hide in them right by the house here, and it's time for them to go.
So you live in a dream. You should see it through someone else's side. Another cipher to break, while the grass grows underneath my feet. Been running out of time for so long. Hello, 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 Leah. Now I'm running out of so long. Hello, 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 Leah. Hope I got the time to tell you. Hello, 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 Leah. Hello, Leah. No wonder you got a pure heart. Kind of honesty that will always stay. Don't ever let him bring you down.
Well, we had a blown hydraulic line. Actually, it looks like a couple of these other hoses are looking a little rough too. So I had a spare one. Grab that one. We'll get back up and running. But some of these are getting a little rough, so I'll probably need to do them in the future here pretty soon.
My fingers out of sight. Hello, 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 Leah. I was lost inside a maze of night. Hello, 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 Leah. I stayed up and watched you till daylight. Hello, 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 Leah. Hello, 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 Leah.
Well, Dee Dee worked till pretty late last night. We still have this bush over here to do, but the giant one in front of the house is gone. Tore all that up. Looks pretty good. I believe those are juniper shrubs or juniper bushes, something along those lines. They have a very distinct smell to them. I'll call them cat pee bushes, but oh, we got more deer. There's deer everywhere. They're hiding all over the place. Anyhow, glad to have this big ugly monstrosity out of the way. We'll get stuff cleaned up and make it mowable eventually here. And we got one more big one back there to do. But we'll slowly keep ripping and tearing on this property, and as we have time. We've been pretty busy the last month or two just with stuff coming and going. Oh, there goes another one. Just with stuff going on, evenings, weekends have been pretty tied up, so haven't had a ton of time to do work, but looking forward to the cooler months and being able to get some more stuff done around here. Well, we came up this weekend to visit family, and I'm having a really hard time getting anything done, being motivated. I'm being held at claw point. My mother-in-law and niece got a orange kitty and a little black kitty from the same litter. And they are feisty little things, but also really sweet when they're just sleeping. And they're sleeping a lot at this stage. Well, we're gonna start a little side project out here in the barn. We've pulled a bunch of these doors out from inside, and they kind of got this real orangey popular color that was around for decades. I think we're probably going to strip all the varathane off of these and maybe stain them, recoat them, see how they turn out, and reinstall them in there rather than painting them. We were thinking about painting them, but I think we're gonna leave them a wood color and just stain them a different color. Anyhow, we got a whole bunch of stuff removed from out of our other place, a bunch of material that we threw out back, a bunch of that tin and stuff that's laying around. So we're gonna set up some sawhorses. We got a few other things going on here. Got the wood splitter moved over. I gotta stick these inside. Got a couple of the old wood stoves moved over. And we'll probably stick them in this kind of falling down half of the barn. Also got a whole bunch of T-posts moved over. Bunch of cattle panels, a whole bunch of tin. There's a lot of heavy gauge tin in that pile over there. That was very heavy to move. All right, so I'm over in the garage and we have a slight problem in here. So we've got my work table over here. We got some stuff. I'm just kind of getting that started to be set up. There's a ton of stuff on it right now. We're gonna put some storage above, over on this side. Moved in some of our woodworking equipment. The problem with that though is we have both of our pallet racks inside of here, and there is literally no room to walk through. A bunch of our regular tools we use are in these cabinets, but this is just a bunch of storage. So I think I'm actually gonna break this one down. It's mostly in the way anyways, and we'll probably move that out into the barn. Anything that's not critical for staying inside, we'll probably put in totes, or if it can remain outside, we'll slap it on that pallet racking. And create a little more room in here so we can actually walk around and function and not have to do yoga poses just to make it through the walkway here. You definitely don't want to see me do a yoga pose. Okay, we've got some racking moved out of the way. This is where the laundry room is. One of these shelves is going to go away, and we'll condense down to one there. And I took one of the racks down over here, and we're going to put that out in the shop. It's dark now. I finally got it torn apart and taken out there, but it's still an absolute mess in here. Pretty quickly though, I'll get these tools over against the wall. We'll have a nice big area in the middle here for doing some work. Still tripping over everything, but we're making some headway here.
Run a few miles down a desert road, stare too long at a cheap wood rose. It's fixing something that's been broken. Go get lost in a little town, get dressed up and just drive around. Get both feet on some solid ground. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top, fill
Well, we have sort of reclaimed this portion of the outside shop. We had so much stuff inside that little one-car garage that we decided to pull one of these racks back out, put it out here. Anything that was non-essential, as far as being out kind of in a damp environment, could go out here. And then I'm just hanging a bunch of my rigging stuff, chains, binders, cable, that sort of stuff on this wall over here. Stuff that it doesn't matter if it's out here in the barn. We finally have everything over here from our other place, and so that should be buttoned up and closed pretty soon, which we're excited about. And we'll start doing some more stuff around here. Now that I've got a bunch of stuff moved out from inside the garage area there, I'm gonna go ahead and go back inside and start working and organizing some workspaces inside. It's been just boxes piled on top of boxes with tools and stuff, and I need to get things kind of sorted out. So that's my plan. Oh, a bunch of turkeys running through. Anyhow, I'm gonna switch back to inside where it's warm because it is very cold out here today. All right, we are back inside the garage. We got rid of a second rack. We had two of these kind of side by side, one there, one over here, and then we had that other orange rack kind of sticking out. So we've gone down to both of our rolling toolboxes side by side here, kind of as we come and go from inside the house here. So that's in a good spot. As we get over here into the single bay garage, I have my table saw over here. That requires a special plug to be run, which we don't have set up here. So I think I'm actually going to raise the bottom rack up a little bit and store that underneath there for now. Just because we got a bunch of stuff to fit in here. I think for some of our nut and bolt bins and stuff, we're gonna hang them over here. I don't know. I just got a lot to do still. It's kind of a mess. Got to get this thing cleaned up though for working on projects and things, because it's hard when everything's just stacked in boxes and you cannot find any of your tools anywhere. All right, it has been a bit of a journey, but we finally have the shop sort of semi-organized. So we have a large spot in the middle that we can work. Tools are, for the most part, organized. I can find stuff for doing projects, you know, and not just be digging through boxes. So I feel good about that. It's not perfect in here, but it'll do for a while. So we're gonna roll with that. Still got a lot more organizing and things going on. Put up a bunch of our bins over there. Over here, I kind of got a workstation set up. So got our cat clock going, ticking away. There you go. Anyhow, a lot of the stuff that wasn't essential went to the shop. So we're left with mostly nuts, bolts, tools, that sort of stuff. I got some expansion room up top here for putting some stuff, which I'm still going through some things, but over here we got our two toolboxes lined up, so that when we come over, this is kind of the main area where you come out of the house and we can quickly access stuff if we need something inside, or kind of this breezeway outside either door for working outside. So anyhow, feeling good about that. I'm very happy to feel that we're sort of in a good spot here with tooling and stuff not getting ruined. So as far as the doors go that Dee Dee was working on, we've had to make a switch and go to painting them. The stripping and staining of them just wasn't going well, and so we decided to go ahead and just paint them for now. So we're gonna paint them the same color as our cabinets. I'll show those to you real quick. And other than that, man, it's just been a lot of piddly stuff, you know, here and there, trying to get things done. Anyhow, I think that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll show you the doors that we're painting, and we'll catch you on whatever we're doing next. Thanks, guys.